Welcome everybody, sorry for the delay. We're gonna get going right now. How are we doing? Mary Snow. Yeah, I plan on it. Alright, so I really want to do a mono white today. I don't know what mono white to do. Welcome. Oh, we got two new people here. Mr. Joker's dead. Welcome. Gusty winds may exist. Sharkmouth Rah. Larry Mitchell, how you doing? Welcome. Cheese's Life, Chaotic Schemes, Jar Werewolf. Of course, over here we got Balthazar. Chris Cass, not a stream without Chris Cass, as you know. True Yellow Dart, who was going and now is staying. Cleric 117, how you doing? John Mackin. Welcome everybody. I really want to play a mono white. I don't know if I can do anything more in the mono white hero zone though. I don't know. I already did that on Nunez. I did that about a month ago. Probably was one of my first whatchamacallits. I did a Madam Hydra one. She's a little slow. That's my biggest issue with her. If you can get the whatchamacallit, if you can get her out a little earlier, but she is a little slow because she's at worst 4, at best 3. At worst 4, at best 3, and then you kind of go from there. And you need to start casting spells after that, so it's a little much. Might do a life gain as well. Hey, what's up, Danger Chris? How you doing? Yeah, trying to do white tonight. How you doing, Mink Donut? Hey, what's up, Christmas? What a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. Political cats? I don't know. I'm trying to come up with something new. I feel like I'm repeating myself so much because we're kind of getting to the end of the barrel here of what's useful and what isn't. Did angels? I guess I haven't done a straight mono white token. I've always had some red in it. We could do a straight up and down mono white token. No, I haven't tried Gruul Scarlet Witch. What's up, Robert Stevens? Yeah, I'm thinking of doing all tokens. Maybe even token life gain. Gobbler, how you doing? Empathoris, what's up? Play some fucking Super Adaptoid and Hazoret? So you get Indestructible and Haste on it. Roman Crusader, how you doing? Adaptoid and Kentrum Rose. So we do Political Triumph. Do token. Could do ink right. Could do Zenith. Hawk to it. I'm not sure about Hawk to it. Possibly. Do mobilization. Do that. Origin of the Avengers. Could also do the anti-meta flyers. Super villain lockup. Captain Marvel. Okay. I don't know how much more we can do. Sage of the Skies is a good one too, yeah. Enduring Innocence, that might be better than the other one, yeah. We do Dig Site. I'm also thinking flying. We have artifacts and creatures entering don't cause abilities to trigger. We also have some other lockout stuff. 70 months now, my goodness. My goodness. I already, you should have, already have McDonald's money, Snow. Because I kind of like doing something like this. Except we could do more with it. Redeem a song. Hey, what's up, Terra King? Redeem a song. What song you want? It's a nice day for a white wedding. Hey, little sister, what have you done? Hey, little sister, shotgun. Aven Interrupter, Clarion Conqueror, Stirring Hope Singer. That's the pump. Should I do Thrall? I'm kind of feeling mono white tonight. Yeah. That's a question. I don't know. Should I not try to do something so unique and just do something basic? Should we just keep it simple? You know? I might be doing too much. I already did Boros tokens. I think maybe we put Night Nurse in here. I think we probably do we do that. And we'll try it. Could also do mono white life gain. Golgari Spider's life gain. Interesting. Yeah, it's permanent. Interesting. What's PO 3 sheets? Do that. Probably going to catch another stray here, but it's fine. Hey, what's up, Flauchen Monster? Practice offense. Oh, yeah, good point. Okay, do that. Boom. Oh, if he gets a land, we're going to be in business. We'll see here. Probably not. We'll go in. Very likely going to catch a counterspell, but we'll give it a shot. Brian Alexander, how you doing? Mask Meow. Here we go. We gotta eat. We gotta eat a few of those. It's just gonna happen. Cosmogran, yeah. I know. That's the thing is I really try not to repeat myself too much, and just fucking total fucking spam the same cards over and over again. But damn, sometimes it's fucking it's easy to do. Nice. Why did that not work? Why did that not work? Why did that not work? Why did when I click it, it did not work? Son of a bitch, man. I don't know what the fuck that was. Tale of the Discovery. Fucking lagging ass arena, man. Still died. Hey, what's up, Anthony? I finally got a Kingpin in draft trying with my ninja deck with Splinter and Dark Lair, both a 1/3. Yeah, that's good stuff. That could be fun. Kingpin was one of the first cards that I crafted. Well, Terror King, wait till you hear about the Coming of the Dragons. It's a 4-mana board wipe that gives you 4 life, 4 mana back. That's the good stuff right there. Okay. Probably gonna get killed, but we'll see what happens. Flick shot. Again, probably going to die here. I didn't have an early removal, and he went first running red, which is a whole other thing. He can pump on that one. He can pump on that one. That would be 2. That would be 4. Yeah, it's dead. Hey, what's up, Jeffco? Mono red can still fuck you up instantly if it feels like it. That shit never goes away. That shit never goes away. Alright, let's do that. Do need a mana there, too many Elspeths. I don't like that this is Esper. Yeah, I figured as much. We're gonna make him remove me, though. The board wipe from Hobbit is a fucking menace, dude. It does 3 damage. It's 4 mana. It does 3 damage to everything, right? 3 damage to everything. And then you get 4 mana to cast whatever you want. So, you know, there's that. Oh no, sorry, to cast the dragon. You get enough mana to cast the dragon. You get 4 mana, so you can immediately put down a 4/4 dragon haster, and you're good to go. So you can, on turn 4, immediately, sweep the board for 3, and then put down a 4/4 haster. Elspeth might need to be kicked off here. I don't know what we're gonna have to do. We got way too many Elspeths up front, not enough mana. That's just a bad draw. Everything else is going well, but we needed something aside from all of these. Down to 3. Oh, well, we'll see. Maybe we'll get another mana and we'll get Elspeth out. Probably not, but maybe. Yeah, you never want to see Floodplains Verge, huh? Oh, nope. He spiked. He fucked it up. Yeah, I think I only need probably 2 Terror King. I think you're right about that. We're getting the white counter again. Yeah, we got one in Lord of the Rings. Intimidation tactics reveals choose an artifact or creature. Okay. Alright, we're gonna do that. Boom. Another discard, maybe? Yeah. You already know I don't have one of those in my hand. That was a silly thing to do. Boom. It's a 3 damage sweeper, not a hard board wipe. No, it's a 3 damage sweeper, but yeah, it's a sweeper, not a wipe. We should be more technical with our language. I apologize for that. One of the best, I don't know if you're taking the piss or not, their YouTube frog, but one of the best fucking Rakdos cards in the game is Trance. Alesha, who smiles at death, is a fucking monster Rakdos card, and is canonically Trance. The fucking banger card. Chandra is bisexual. We're getting at one of her, which is good. Pump, 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 pump. Scry. Yeah, there we go. Tell me about it, Snow. Don't forget that we also have you, the player, who is homosexual. Yeah, what's next? The giant fucking buff cat man to represent furries? I wish people like Rakdos more. Whenever I do a Rakdos deck, nobody ever likes it. I don't know why Rakdos is suddenly unpopular. Ooh, look at what do we got here? Okay, he's waiting for me to play something now. All right. I'm gonna say fuck him. We'll, you know what? Fuck it. We'll wait. Let's try to get this out of here because he's going to want to bounce it. We'll get that out of there. I know he's going to want to counterspell. I'd rather get Informed Ink right out early. Yeah, I mean, we got to pull it out of his hand one way or the other. Oh, yeah. Probably another? No? Okay. So we're going to do that. We need a... There's a burn up there. Okay. Yeah, I'll take the white. Loot. Now, that's something I haven't seen in a long time. Most people have abandoned loot for the sake of, whatchamacallit. That is something I have not seen in a minute. A lot of times they've gotten rid of loot so they could do something else. So, okay, let's hold steady. You know, funny thing about that we say the nay is it's arcane, and they added those arcane spells, and it makes me wonder if they're going to add more arcane stuff. If they're gonna add more arcane in like the mystical set or not. I'm genuinely curious. Robot. Well, you know what? We'll take it. I think we do need to cut an Elspeth, though. Do that. I'm probably going to get killed here, but maybe we have a chance. We'll see. Boom. Probably going to do something crazy because he's got loot. Kamigawa might have arcane, but I'm wondering if they're going to eventually do something more with arcane. I feel like they just wouldn't have done it as a one-off. I feel like they've got to have something planned for that. Right? You know what I mean? Like, they might be doing the whatchamacallit arcane... they might be doing arcane spells in, what's that crap called? In the mystical, the Marvel mystical, or whatever we'll call it. Oh yeah, I've done a lot of fucking, I've done a whole bunch of, Blood Witch. I was playing Blood Witch a lot. I was playing a lot of Blood Witch, guys. My goodness. So he just gets infinite spells here. Wonderful. Yeah, I'll just stop that. Thank you. Inkrite. I have nothing to really help trigger Inkrite right now. I got Paradigm forever now. Gotta deal with this fucking till the end of time. Northwind Avatar. I think we're kind of stymied here. I don't think that there's any really kind of way out from what's going on here. I think I'm going to move on. We're just going to keep going round and round and round and round and round again. I really got to do another vampire deck too. Don't forget that. Boom. There we go. Lord of the Rings set was the very next set after Battle. They could have added a bunch of great battles to it. I know, but they didn't have the kind of... yeah, we got to cut an Elspeth. Guys, don't let me fucking forget to cut an Elspeth. Please. I really got to cut one. We have too many. I don't need 3. I don't know why I did that. Amass is fine. Amass can be fun. Recruit seems well, to be honest, let me tell you the truth about something here. Can I keep it 100, guys? Can I turn my chair around and put my arms on the headrest like a fucking cool teacher and just rap with you for a second? It would seem to me that the Hobbit set is very weak. It seems like it's extremely low power. That's what it seems like to me. That's what it would appear to me. If I'm being 100% honest, looking at all these cards, there are almost better cards for the same price coming out. Which makes me believe that it was originally, we're having another one of those situations that maybe 2 years ago in development, it was a small set, and they made it a big set. Because it genuinely seems to me like this was supposed to be stronger, and it ended up not being stronger. That's what it seems to me. So, if I could get real with you kids for a second, that's what it's kind of like. Cosmogran. Whoa, Black Betty. Cosmogran is always steady. Cosmogran. Boom. Boom. Okay. Let's see if he wants to double block that. I don't think he does. But in my opinion, and at least in my observation, it seems Hobbit is very low power. It doesn't seem like it's a very strong set. But hey, that's just me. Honestly, red seems like it's making out like a bandit. The best cards that I've seen so far are red. It would appear that probably they are, with Bloomburrow and Duskmourn falling off, which were fucking uber powered. It would kind of appear that they are trying to lower the heat. That's a beating right there. That's a beating and a half. Yeah, that was a fucking beating. Could be a good thing in the long run, but a lot of Hobbit cards are going to have a trouble competing, because it is just way the heat is way down. The heat is way down. Just they turn that temperature all the way down. Oh, you reminded me too late. It's all your fault, not my fault at all, for not having a brain. That's all your fault. Political Triumph. Absolutely fucking goated card, by the way. Boom. I'm going to put down another one of these, because I have a feeling he's baiting out. When they play blue and they don't do anything, they're baiting. And they're good at it, too. And you know what it's called when you're good at baiting, right? You guys know what it's called? Oh, nice one. Elspeth did a lot. Elspeth is not a bad card. I just have too many of her. That's the problem. That's the issue. It's not that she's a bad card or that she isn't useful. Is I got too many of her and I keep overdrawing her. We only really need 2 of her because she's a finisher. She's a closer. She's a fucking coffee is for closers. Inkright, very nice, beautiful. Do that. Boom. Very nice. Alright, I have a feeling that he's just going to have nothing but exiles and bullshit from here on out, and we're just going to be locked in an endless loop of nonsense. Exalted Sunborn would be interesting. He's just going to look at me, though. This is a standard Azorius look at you tribal. You guys love, I think Marvel's actually had a I wouldn't say it's a big impact, but I think it's bigger than we give it credit for. I don't think I don't think it's huge, but I do think it is big enough. You know what I mean? I do think it was big enough. This guy is literally the only thing he wants to do is exile. That's it. Oh my god, it's Gnome! Consult the star charts. Wolverine is kind of a not good card. Like, I feel like he was built explicitly for fucking Commander. Like, I feel like he was just built for Commander in mind. It's the gnome. Okay, I need to not draw a mana here, which is going to be a tough order because I love doing that. 13 cards in and I drew 7 mana. Over a 50% draw rate for mana, which is fantastic. Hopefully this guy just scoops. He gets tired of exiling everything in the world and just scoops. There is a Vav, also known as a Voice of Victory. Probably will activate his, whatchamacallit here, Soulstone Sanctuary there, or his other flyer. Boom, 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 boom. And we will wait, because I want to hold on to whatever we have going on there. Yeah, there you go. Wolverine, yeah, he's expensive and doesn't do much. Like, when you're putting in cards in your deck, and you're like, should I put in Ouroboros or should I pull in Wolverine? Come on. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on. Those are your options. Should I do Wolverine or should I do fucking, should I do Wolverine or should I do, Ouroboros? Which one's going to be more useful in winning a game? There you go. Now you fucked up. Boom. Extinguisher. Oh no, we're fucked. Never mind. We're royally fucked. He's got too much. If this is all he's gonna do, yeah, we're royally fucked there. That's exactly the card he needed to end the game. Yeah, Wolverine blows. I'm sorry. He's just not good for the price he is. If he was a 5/3, he would be better. Which, honestly, I kind of thought he might be a 5/3. But does 3 damage when he comes in. And he has a weird fucking healing factor. I don't know. He's just not very good. Again, yes, he does. But I also want to point out that Ouroboros pumps every card that you've ever had. You guys keep getting too late in here. Alright, I do have to cut an Elspeth, though. You guys got to do it not when the game is over, but when the game is ending, okay? Otherwise, I'll never remember. And if you don't do it, it's your fault, okay? I want you to remember that. It's never my fault. It's your fault. Hey, what's up, Don? Okay, we're going to do this. We're really going to pump next turn. Okay, we're going to do this and then Saga of the Skies. I don't think it makes sense for him to be lifelink. I think it makes sense for him to have regenerate. I do like kind of how they did his healing factor. I think double strike kind of makes sense for him. I don't know. We'll see more of him in the actual, when they get the actual X-Men set out. We're gonna see another one of him. So, you know. Chocobo. I don't think indestructible implies that he can't be damaged. Wolverine takes damage, he just heals back from it. You know? That's the thing. He's gonna fight. He's probably gonna fight. He's looking at me crazy. Alright, we have two options here. We're gonna get a land or hit the Elspeth, or we can go for the dig site. Yeah, we gotta do this. And we'll hold on to night shift nurses here. We'll hold on to fucking night shift nurses here. See what happens. Boom, boom. Okay. Stavros, how you doing, man? His skeleton is indestructible, but that doesn't mean the creature is. The creature regenerates. It's not. He's not invulnerable to damage. Oh, he gave up. Okay, never mind. All right, guys, I'm gonna do it. I remember this time. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, folks. I remembered using my brain. Don't forget to like the video if you're on YouTube. Killing the kid. I think his other version has regenerate. I don't know. They're gonna make 1 million Wolverines. He's gonna sell like crazy. He's gonna sell like crazy. I think they're gonna make 1 million of them. All right, we cut one. Let's put some other lands in here. Air temple it up a little bit. What's the name of that? Matthias Rue. Oh, look, Spider-Gwen. Spider-Gwen, Spider-Gwen does whatever a Spider-Gwen does. Spins a Gwen any size on Nintendo 64. Look out. Here comes the Spider-Gwen. How many rare wildcards do I have? Not enough, but I have some. Boom, boom, pump. That's too many. I think this is Squirrel Roll. Yeah, it's definitely Squirrel Roll. Okay, boom, bop, chicka chop, but doo wop. Yeah, we'll take that. We do political, Sage of the Skies, and then run again. I think he's going to drop Squirrel Girl on me here. Oh, he's going to Earthbend. Okay. And an Enduring Vitality number 2. Pump. Swing it in, man. Go for it. I'll take it. I'll be happy to take it. No problems. Groovy. Alright, we're going to drop this. We're going to drop this. Another political triumph? Why the fuck not? You know what? Pump. Yeah, that's the stuff. I have an economy video, Don. It explains all that good stuff. Boom. Okay. Alright, this is... I don't know what's going on here, but I don't like it. No? Damn. Oh my goodness. Elspeth. Should we finish with Elspeth, or should we get a little fucking freaky? Should we get freaky naughty? Let's get freaky naughty on this motherfucker right here, alright? Let's do it. Let's completely abuse fucking political triumph and show how powerful the card is. Dude. Absolutely fucking cracked. Carlo! I ain't seen you around in a minute, Carlo. How you doing, man? I'm hanging out with the C Ferretto, a born rotten. A born rotten. Yo trabajador como y manera y esto. Boot, boot, boot. We're at 83% on the play, by the way. 83% on the fucking play. Yeah, we had to splash out on him right there. We had to splash out on him. Oh, you're in Amsterdam for MagicCon. It's been so long since I've been to Amsterdam, but I really liked it when I went. I don't think I'll ever go to a MagicCon though. Maybe MagicCon Detroit. I don't know. If I did go, it would be a secret. Secret. Yeah, I really liked it. Visiting Amsterdam was lovely. I used to live in Europe when I was a wee lad. In 1800s Europe. Well, it wouldn't really matter if I wore a Doom mask, because no one would know who I was already. I guess if I put a Doom mask on and said, also, this is Jay Villain, that would be a whole other thing. See, the thing is here's the thing about me. I know I'm not going to enjoy conventions. That's just my personality. I don't really like really big, loud, lots of people, crowds. It's not really like what I'm about. So that's my problem. Even though like I'd be like, man, kind of seems like fun. I know once I got there, I'd be like, man, I'm not enjoying this. Do you know what I mean? Like I just know that I think he's gonna play a pump. I just know that once I actually went there, I'd be like, all right, I'm not having a good time. I'm having a bad time. That's my sickness. Hey, no problem, Carlo. Glad you could make it, my guy. All right, so let's do this. See if he's got a protection. He might not have one. No, he doesn't have one. Okay, perfect. He's probably going to double block me, which is fine. Boom, 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 because I got another one in there, so. Big D the Villain, how you doing, man? Fellow villain in the chat, welcome. I didn't even notice you there. Zep the Drunk, how you doing? Ooh, that's dangerous. Luckily, we have a Voice of Victory. We have a Voice of Victory and a Get Lost for our convenience. Run in on me there, alright. Sleight of hand. All right. Opt. Drake Hatchery number 2. Gonna ping me for 2 right there. That sucks. Alright, we're gonna have to do Whoa Black Betty Cosmogran. Bird-doo-doo. Doo-doo. Bird-doo-doo. Birdoo. Whoa, Black Betty, Cosmogran. Wild Ride, that's a great pump right there. Is it a flight? You got a flight. They're good to go. She's good to go on the flight. Could be. Could be. Or a trampler. Ah, well that'll work too. Crazy fucking Izzet deck. I'll give him credit for this. I'll give him credit for this. That was not like any other Izzet deck I've ever seen. I'll give him that much. Mono White Toxic. I remember we used to be able to build Mono White Toxic with mites. That was a fun time. That was an enjoyable time for all. You guys remember mites? Those were the shit. One of my all-time performing videos was a mite deck. Ooh, okay. If I can get Cosmogran down, I might be alright here. Black Hole, Sun, won't you? I never went back to Sothera. I do like Sothera. Sothera's really good in a whatchamacallit deck. In a what's that shit called? Alright, give me a mana. No, I don't need another Cosmogran. I need mana. In any kind of token deck or stuff that you're sacrificing, Sothera eats the board up, which is very flavorful because Sothera literally eats stuff because it's a black hole. But Dream of Lunar Convocations. Trigger, perfect. I need that. Pop, pop, fizz, fizz. Case the Uneaten. This is, we're gonna see some fucking bats. He might kill Vav. Oh, Benina Aguirre. Okay. Very nice. Dream of Lunar Convocations. Hardcore, softcore. Yes, I will take that. I have a feeling I'm going to get sheltered by ghosts here. Yeah. Bop. Yeah, we have too many creatures on the board. We're getting outgunned. Unfortunately, we're not gonna make it. I can already tell. We're not gonna fucking make it. We got killed and we just got outgunned really quickly. Yeah. I knew there was a shell coming. This is a super, super lean, effective deck here, and he just drew and drew and drew and drew and drew into it. Unfortunately, we're gonna scoop. We don't have it. He's got too much effective stuff out too quickly, and we were too late getting our board set up. Were we on the draw? Yeah, if we're on the play, we fucking rock people's shit. If we're on the draw, we're a little slow. We actually really benefit from being on the play. Ops goes first. Ooh, we're on the draw. It's bad for us, guys. And we're on the fucking draw. It's bad for us. Elite Interceptor drop. We got no early plays. Hopefully you learned something. That's my hope for you. Is that you get to learn a little something. Untap, draw a card. Wonderful. We're gonna do Political Triumph. Boom. Stir and Hope Singer. Okay. We're gonna do this. We don't need that many of those. Probably gonna get hit with a removal. Get hit with a pump. Yeah. Yeah, if we survive this hit, which we may or may not survive this hit, we could make it, but also we probably won't. Because he's got 1,000,000 cards in his hand. The funny thing about Hope Singer, yeah, I know he's got like a Shelter by Ghost or some shit, yeah. Alright, there we go, boom. Bomb. Take action. Block with that. Oof. Okay, going with that. Off. Okay. Off. We might be able to recover from this. Hey, Stella Bravo Actual. And Severin. Holy shit. Got the All-Stars here tonight. Who up Severin? They're 7 right now. He's going to swing on me. That's a bad idea to swing on me. Don't do it. Alright, I told him not to do it. He didn't want to listen to me. Could have another erode. Could have another erode here. We're gonna find out. Do this. Mr. Iron Lich, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show. Okay. Another pump. Repartee. We partay, and then we partay again. That's what repartee means. Wow. Okay, we're gonna hold steady and keep that practice offense for later. He's not drawing nothing, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Good recovery. Good recovery there. Crete. I've never been to Crete. I've never been to Greece, oddly enough. I've been so many places in Europe, and I never got to Greece. I think it'd be fun. Seems like a cool place. I've been to Italy. I've been to Turkey. Oh, I used to live overseas. I've lived in... about a third of my life I lived outside the United States. Three sheets to the wind. 3 sheets to the wind means to be fucking ripped drunk. Is to be completely fucking blitzed out of your mind drunk. Because I don't talk with an accent. I can talk with an accent. It makes it better. You understand I no live most of my life in the United States. I talk with a bit of a Spanish accent. It's fine. This is how my dad sounds. None of you remember that I'm Latino either. I bet you all imagine me as a white guy. I bet you're all guilty of it. I bet every last one of you is guilty of it. Oh, God. I don't miss Florida. I do not miss Florida, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, I do not fucking miss Florida. I hope I never go back there. I lived way too long in Florida. And I saw that state slowly get worse and worse and worse and worse. Boom. Let's try Cosmogran. It's probably going to get hit with a removal, but it's fine. It's whatever. Gotta bait him out one way or the other. Masterfully or otherwise. One way or the other, we gotta bait him out. Boom. I lived in Florida as a kid, and for some reason I went back. I went back later on, thinking I could use some connections to get work. And I did for a little bit, and then I just got stuck there, and then I had to get the fuck out of there. But I wasted too much time in Florida. Boom. Pop. Boom. Pop. Like it. Buff. Bofa. Bofa D's nuts. Boom. I mostly want to go to Japan. Me and Snow have been planning a Japanese visit. If I do go to Japan, I will make Magic content from Japan, by the way. Okay, I will go to the Japanese Magic stores. They have the world's largest Magic store, I think, there, if I remember correctly. I think he's probably just got the, whatchamacallit. I think he's probably just got the... It's 9 damage. He probably just has, the monument. I'd like to go to Australia someday, especially New Zealand. They love Magic in Japan. Yeah. They do love Magic in Japan. It's true. I would make some content while there. Or at least try to. There's River Churn. Yeah, there you go. What a fucking lame deck. Ah, DUI. Australia, the joke is... You never... Stella, you're from Australia. You never heard the joke. I had a buddy of mine... I think he was in the military. But anyways, he ended up... Yeah, he had like a possession charge. And he wanted to go to Australia. And they go, well, we want to let you know... You know, before you come to Australia, we need to see if you have a criminal record. And the joke is, well, do you still need one to get in? Australia is unbelievably strict. Any of the, like, the Five Eyes are unbelievably strict about entry. If you have ever committed a crime, ever, they never let you in ever again. It's very strange. You think Australia would be, you know, a little bit more lenient on that, but, yeah, if it like Canada, Australia, UK, if you've ever committed a crime, they'll never let you in ever again. It's very odd. I don't know why they're so kind of stringent on it, but they're super stringent on it. Alright, that guy just never had a hand. You first go to Australia. Severin, I kind of started thinking I was bothering you the other night when I kept buying fucking tokens and nuggets and shit. I kept doing it over and over again, and it was making me laugh, but I was like, I think I'm distracting. I think I'm distracting Severin. Because I just kept buying poop emojis. And I was like, okay, maybe I'm doing too much here. By the way, guys, if you don't know Severin, you could click on his profile picture right there, and he'll take you to a channel that's very good. It's a very good YouTube channel, also known as a YouTube channel. Boom. Yeah, it's on mobile. Oh, everyone else was doing it? Yeah. That makes sense then. Okay. Iron. Alright. Or borite. Look at that. The pump. Alright, now we're gonna pump. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do nothing else. End turn. All right. Frog Butler number 2. Very nice. Frog Butler number 3. Swing in, man. It's all good. It's all good, bruv. Alright. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Pump. I think we got too much going in here. Oof. Oof. Okay, got a lot of protection there. Voice of Victory. Okay. No attacks. No attacks. Because these can give themselves reach. See? You'd have fell for it too, Terror King. Terror King would have fell for it. Alright. Now, he's going to have... How many blockers? Can he do this as a... Activate only as a sorcery, so he can't do that instantly. He would have 5 blockers, but I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 attackers. Ah, fuck it. Yeah. You guys are behind. Everyone was behind. I was way ahead of you folks. %70 on the play. Not bad at all. Not bad at all, folks. Pretty happy with that, all things considered. I actually really like Night Shift Nurse. She's a solid card. Actually pretty good at resurrecting some of the stuff that we get killed. Not bad. Oh, bye, Severin. If you haven't seen today's video, I'm putting up a link of it for everybody. If you haven't seen today's video, there it goes. Let me try this real quick. All right, pretty happy with the results. Again, couple of changes to a pretty standard deck, no pun intended. Night Shift is surprisingly good and useful. I was dubious, but I think even Buggyman told me that that was a good card. And of course, the MVP, man, Political Triumph really comes through on a lot of decks, man. Absolutely pumping, scrying, drawing. It does everything you need it for. Is it early in the game? It just brings pain. Solid card right there. Pretty happy with it. Mono white token storm. Let's do this. Okay, I fucked up and played that in historic. We gotta play this in, it's Pioneer. Okay. It's a Pioneer deck. P. P for Pioneer. Okay. They keep telling me I gotta play Pioneer. It's so much fun. They keep telling me.
Medicine.
Boom. That's a big hit there. That's funny. Thought Seize. Down to 1 life. Boom.
You're dismissed.
Pop, pop. Hey, look, I win anyways. That's funny. Got him. Samurai. Thanks for trying the deck last night. Hope you got back to it at some point. Which deck did I run or use? Which deck did I run? I don't even remember running your deck. I hit bronze. Terrible fucking hand. My biggest issue with this deck, I think, is that it doesn't... Hey, what's up, Mad Trapper? It doesn't, Oh, the mono white with, the million planeswalkers, yeah. Yeah. Well, it did inspire me, by the way. It did inspire me to build the one I did today. That's felt more normal to me. Like I said, I had a weird issue where it felt weird. You know, let's do that. Enters tapped. We'll choose human. Ooh, Pox deck is fun, yeah. Thoughtseize. He'll get rid of Cloud, I'm sure. Yeah. Well, if I can get Fervent Champion out, I can usually win the game. This now has Ward. It now has Ward 4, which means you need to use a board wipe to get rid of it, or a forced sacrifice. A direct kill won't work. Katana. Wong Fei Hong. Push. There we go. Alright, good stuff. Master Paku. Yeah, this deck can hit very hard out of nowhere. This is a true thing. This is a true statement. All right. This post was fact-checked by real J Villain Patriots. Token Triumph. Boom. All right. Let's do a sideboard here and a shakedown. Exile. Rest in peace. Raid. Destroy. Okay. Hey, thank you for coming, Zep. Good luck driving home. Kin binding? Kin binding, I never get kin binding to work quite right. I don't know what it is about that. Whenever I put that in there, it just doesn't quite trigger off. Oh yeah, we're getting the angry Ajani. We're getting mean Ajani. Mean Johnny. Sunborn could be as. Hey, what's up, Poisson? Mad Trapper, I have a version of that Devotion deck on my channel, by the way. The Zemo Devotion, I do have that. Let's do this. In case you're looking for some inspiration, it is there. Do Dewdrop Cure. What do we finish it off on? Token. I wrote Otkin. Fuck it, we'll just do Memories of Nebelheim. And Tifa. Tifa Lockhart. We're mostly human on this. We'll leave it. Oof. Last Ronin, yeah, I guess Last Ronin. I feel like I already did Last Ronin deck with it. I guess. We can just talk about it. We don't need to do much. All right, let's shaky breaky though. I do got to end early because we're gonna try to get a podcast episode up. I think I'm gonna be live streaming with Numbskull after this, so stay tuned if you didn't get enough J Villain tonight. I think I'm gonna do more after this. We're probably just gonna hang out. Because we wanted to get a podcast episode up for this month. So don't go anywhere. You've ever heard? I'm wearing an MF Doom mask. Vivon, the traveling vaudeville villain. He don't give a flying fuck away, not feeling him. Watch how you dealing him. Ace King Death card. Him to Torok. Oh yeah, that's a classic. That's a classic. I mean, if we're saying that, why don't we just have, why don't we just get Thoughtseize back in standard? Not the RDJ or the Doom in general. Okay, let's get it started. All right. I moved, Jay? What do you mean I moved? Him to Turok, Dinosaur Hunter. Classic. I love that game. Pack Beast, I mean, there's a million cards you could put in here, but I'm pretty happy with the way this is. They can't make black too powerful, that's the problem. Hey, what's up, Jappy? How you doing? All right, let's do it. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because we're doing a classic, an all-timer, an easy one. Mono White Token Swarm here. Absolutely crushing it in Mythic currently. I'm like a 70% on the play. If I'm on the play, you better watch out with this deck. Before we get down into it, though, I need you to do something for me. Tenderly press that like button. Gently press that subscribe button. Because if you don't, you will be attacked by the like and subscribe, which is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Love to have you there and join the villains. So what are we talking about with Mono White Token Storm? Well, a couple of classic cards here, a couple of the updated ones as well. One of the best new cards, and honestly, one of the best new concepts is Plan. Plan is one of the better things from Marvel, okay? You can not like Marvel all you want, so you gotta respect the power of Plan. 1 white for political triumph here. Whenever a creature you control enters, you scry, and you put a Plan counter. Whenever you get the 4th Plan counter, meaning your 4th creature has entered, you sacrifice it, draw a card, and put a 1/1 counter on every creature you control. On a mobilization and on tokens, that is insanely powerful. It's very fast, and it's very, very, very powerful, okay? Being able to scry basically 4 times is like hand selecting your next card. You need a mana, toss the card until you get one. Then you're going to be able to select what you want to draw the thing you get, and then boom, pump everyone up. Very, very powerful opening play. I know that if I start the game and I put down Political Triumph first, I'm at a huge advantage whenever facing my ops right there. So that's what we're going to do for that 1 drop right there. Of course, we're going to go Nesting Bot. It's a 1/1, start your engine robot. Whenever this creature dies, it creates another little robot that comes out as servo. And the max speed, if you do 4 damage over 4 turns, it gets +1. I like this because it's a token. Whenever they kill it, another token pops out. That's the fun part of this. That's the interesting part. And again, if you get a token and then it dies and another token pops out, you trigger Political Triumph twice. So a little bit of an early card right there that can get more powerful, but also just generates its own token as we go. Dig Site Inventory is going to be the trigger off to get more repartee for some cards. You could do 3 of these. I wouldn't be mad if you did 3 of them. You know, it is what it is. 1 white +1 vigilance, and you can flash it back for 1 white. Great little way to get the double spells off, because we do have several double spells on here. We have repartee, and we have the double spells with Cosmogrand and Sage of the Skies. So it's a very cheap spell that's always kind of available to be triggered off whenever you need it. So on turn 4, it's available if you already played it, or whatever you want to get your turn 4 out. So that's going to be your 1 drops. Of course, we're just going to go with 4 Get Lost for the removal. You could do whatever you want for removal. You want to do any kind of, you want to do a road, you want to do Sheltered by Ghost, sure. I'm going to do Get Lost. It's whatever. 4, I think, is what we're going to dedicate to this. We're going to try to move fast. We don't need too many removals. We're going to try to overload the line, generally speaking, just so we just do a lot of damage to pummel through. It's going to be great. Informed Inkwright is going to be 1 white and 1/2/2. Again, this is the repartee card, Human Wizard. Whenever you cast a spell that's an instant or sorcery that targets a creature, create a 1/1 black and white Inkling creature token with flying. Fantastic stuff. So if you're going to do Get Lost, it triggers. If you're going to do Dig Site multiple times, it triggers. Even Practice Offense will trigger it off to get more flying 1/1 creatures. Again, they will also, more creatures you come in, the more political you get, the more flying you get, the more pummel you get. You get the idea. It's starting to build up. Another new card that we're going to add here that I found was very useful in this type of deck is Night Nurse, Healer of Heroes. 1 white and 1/2/1 flash lifelink human doctor hero. Whenever Night Nurse enters, choose target permanent card in your graveyard that was put there from anywhere this turn, return it to your hand. So if it got discarded, you get to resurrect somebody for 2. Or, by the way, this is permanent. So even if they killed Elspeth, or they made you get rid of Political Triumph, even if you sacrifice Political Triumph, you can actually bring it back because it's a permanent. Also, you know, it's a fun one that you can flash in to trigger Political Triumph when they're not expecting it. You swing in, and you got 3 on this one. You swing in a Night Healer, and it's 4, and it goes boom. And then instantly, right there, you get it off. So a nice flash, a nice life gain, and a nice resurrector, because a lot of people are playing removal. They're destroying stuff. Voice of Victory gets knocked out. A lot of cards get killed. Having that back in the clutch to just bring something back to your hand off turn is super, super useful for Night Shift Nurse right there. Of course, we're going to have Voice of Victory, arguably one of the strongest 2 drops of white in the game. 1 white and 1/1/3 mobilize. Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. Fantastic. Take that, counter spells. And of course, it's got the mobilize too. You're going to generate 2 1/1 tokens that are going to be tapped and attacking whenever you go for it, which is going to be great because it will trigger off Political Triumph twice, and you could potentially get off +1/+1 during the attack, which is really cool stuff to do. Now, here's the double spell trick, okay? We're going to do tokens, and we're going to do double spells. We're going to do Cosmogrand Zenith, 1 white and 2. Whenever you cast a second spell each turn, you choose one. You create 2 1/1 creature tokens. Fantastic. Again, goes in with Elspeth, goes in with Political. Or you can pump up everyone. You can put a 1/1 counter on each creature each turn. Again, this is another way to trick people out. The second spell you cast, you could cast Dig Site and then suddenly cast Night Shift, and boom, you get a second spell off and everyone gets pumped. Very, very cool stuff for Cosmogrand. Great way to just have an additional pump up and combo play. Sage of the Skies, of course, same thing. 1 white and 1, 2, 3. If you've cast another spell this turn, copy this spell. So you get another token of it. You get a 2/3, and you get another guy that goes in. You get a second time a Sage of the Skies going in, looking like the Avatar, like crazy there. Again, that will trigger off Political. It will also double the tokens from Elspeth Stormslayer, so you're getting the double effect off. You could potentially get 3 of them, and it pairs with Cosmogrand. Because if you have Cosmogrand on 3, and then you cast something like Dig Site and then Sage of the Skies, it is your second spell for Cosmogrand, and it is your second spell for Sage of the Skies. So there's an enormous amount of synergy between a Tarkir and an Edge of Eternities card, which are both going to kind of benefit you in that smooth way. They're both going to generate a bunch of tokens, and they're both going to just fill out your board completely. Really, 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 really good stuff right there. So we have that ability to just kind of completely spam out tokens, and again, just be overwhelmingly powerful. Really, the only way out of it, they have to have board wipes. And even if they have board wipes, we could flash in a Night Shift Nurse to resurrect some of our stuff, or just have a constant cheap flow of cards into our hand to pummel them down. Finish, of course, is going to be Elspeth Stormslayer herself. 2 white and 3, 5. Originally, we had 3 of these. It was kind of too much. We're kind of overloading. If one or more tokens would have created under your control this turn, create twice that many. You know why. Everything that we do, between Nesting Bot, Voice of Victory, Informed Inkrite, Cosmogrand, even Sage of the Skies, double the amount of tokens. Fantastic. Not only that, she can generate her own tokens. She'll create 2 1/1 white tokens for constant blockers and attackers. She can also just be a total finisher with the +1 to every creature and everyone gains flying. If you do that on a full board, they're going to lose. If you have a wide board of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 creatures, whatever you have, you put a 1/1 on all of them and swing, that's it. You can also destroy a creature with an opponent controlled with mana value 3 or greater for a little bit of instant removal. Great little 5-drop up. Planeswalker right there. I don't play Planeswalkers often, but when I do, it's usually something like Elspeth that just has an enormous amount of specific utility that is just generally a solid card altogether. So I did throw in a practice offense here. I don't want to rely too much on practice offense. I feel like I throw in every white deck because it's so powerful. I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you that I'm putting it in there. It is a very good card. +1 to everybody, pumps up the board. You can second spell it. You can flash it back. You get the double strike or the life link. It's good. I mean, like I said, you could do 1 less dig site inventory, 1 more practice. I feel like I'm repeating myself too much if I throw this in everything. So that's why it's not all over the place. Abandoned Air Temple is going to pump up everyone as well. 20 planes. Cavern of Souls, you can do as many as you want. It doesn't really matter. We're mostly humans. I think the only non-human we have is I think we're actually all humans. The only one we don't have as a human is a Nesting Bot. That's it. Everyone else is a human, believe it or not. So Cavern of Souls is a good way to avoid those counter spells. We look at the stats right here. 23 creatures, 19 humans, like I said. From bards, warriors, doctors, soldiers, and wizards. 4 instants, 5 sorceries, 4 artifacts, 4 enchantments, 2 planeswalker, 23 lands, and a 2.1. Pretty smooth overall on there for Token Triumph. The Token Storm as we go. Again, we already talked about some sideboard options right here. Erode is a good removal for instant. You can even erode your own creatures in case you need a mana fix yourself. Instant spell. Requisition Raid's a great pump. Great way to get rid of artifacts and enchantments in case you want that. Artifacts and enchantments being a big problem lately. Seam Rip is not a bad one either. That is also very cheap to trigger off your second spell. Rest in Peace for your Reanimator decks. Shelter, like I said, again, an alternate form of removal in case you need it. Dewdrop Cure resurrects a bunch of stuff. That's not a bad one. And Stroke of Midnight isn't terrible either. We can also do that. Last Ronin Technique is also good. I forgot about that one. That's a great way of generating a lot of tokens as you go. So that is what we're going to look for Token Triumph right there. Let's get into it. If you want to see more Marvel decks, Mythic Marvel decks, twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Both of those places we go live every single night. Hit that bell, be notified when we go live or post anything new. Part of that elite notification squadron. I know you want to join it. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, ask questions. You can join our community right there. Copy of this is going to be down below on my AetherHub, Moxfield, both of those places. Get a copy of your own. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I love to hear from you in the comments. I try to reply to all of them. And as always, like the video. It helps us out a lot. Let's get into it. Token Triumph. Stavros, I just did a Dimir deck. Just the other day I did a Dimir deck, Stavros. I didn't see you in the comments at all. I didn't see not one comment from Stavros in the Dimir deck, man. So. We're almost at 40 likes, guys. Can we make it? Can we make it? Hey, what's up? Thank you for following Jernesto. All right, boom, Political Triumph. I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Hey, what's up, whatchamacallit? What's he gonna do? Ollie. Boom. Budget auras, yeah. It's terrible, Jeff Go. Hey, what's up, Cosmic? How you doing? Drifty, how you doing, man? I didn't even notice you there, bro. Probably a shelter. Ethereal armor. No, I'm ending soon. I actually went live super early tonight. We are going to be joining Numbskull and probably filming a podcast episode, so don't feel too bad. This guy's boring me to death. Yeah, I gotta start streaming early again. This guy is boring me to death here. He's holding up priority constantly. We're gonna try to run a Golgari on the podcast. We're party. We party once and then we re-party. It's mono white aggro without the aggro. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Guy's holding fucking priority every single time. What's this? What's the deck with Sephiroth? An unholy cup with the battalion? I don't know what you mean by that, Dom. I have no clue what you could mean by that. Spider-Man. Boom. 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 I will block that. Sure. Pop. Very good. Got him. Oh, yeah, that was my Cauldron of Essence. Yeah, that was Let Me Cook. That was Let Me Cook. That was a good deck. I like that deck. Let Me Cook. Yeah, Cauldron and then kill everything. Yeah. It was a fun one. Alright, guys. I know not as long as I've been doing, but we are going to raid out to Numbskull. You're going to get more of me. If you wanted more J Villain, we're raiding out to Numbskull, and I'm going to join him. So don't feel bad. We're going to do a podcast episode, so yeah, it's going to be great. But we are going to end this one here. Thank you all for coming. If you haven't seen today's video, by the way, I think I pinned it for you. A lot of people have not watched the Rakdos. You need to watch the Rakdos and you need to like it. No, well, yeah, if you want to keep watching, it's going to be on Twitch. Let me do that. Okay. Let me rage you out here. All right. Sending you off. Adios. We will see you. Good night, everyone. You don't have social media. Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to try to record an episode, so yeah, don't worry. All right, guys. Check out today's video. Check me out later. We'll be around. Don't worry. Hobbit's coming up soon. You know what it is, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you all for coming. Appreciate it.